This is such a 2018 name for a foundation. All right, you know what day it is. It's Foundation Friday. This is where we try out a new foundation every single Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. When you guys are seeing this, I am in LA, hopefully in some sunny weather, eating some burritos. Tomorrow's the meetup, Saturday, April 28th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Morphe Store in Brea Mall. I'm gonna have all the details down below, but if you're in the LA area, I would love to meet you guys. Come say hey. This is the meetup for Project Beauty Share, so the whole Project Beauty Share team is going to be there too. On to the foundation. So this is a brand new foundation from Sunday Riley, and Sunday Riley is mostly known for their skincare. That's pretty much all they're known for. I believe this is their first makeup product. It's called the Influencer Clean Longwear Foundation. So I thought it was really awesome that they launched a foundation. Sunday Riley is known for having good ingredients, being really high quality skincare. So this foundation retails for $42, but you get 1.08 fluid ounces of product, which is a tiny bit more than the standard 1 fluid ounce. I feel like for Sunday Riley, that's actually a pretty fair price point. I was expecting it to be a little bit more. So for a very high-end brand, it's not up there with like Giorgio Armani, but it's not as cheap as something like Clinique. Comes in 20 shades. I have the shade 110, which says very fair with pink undertones. The shade up from that is fair with neutral undertones. I have more neutral undertones, but they didn't have a very fair with neutral undertones, so I just went with 110. So it says it's a clean, long-lasting foundation with medium to full coverage. Doesn't dry out as the day goes on, has a satin matte finish that stays fresh, even through workouts or humidity. It's supposed to conceal redness, pores, and dark spots without ever looking cakey. For fuller coverage, you can layer it. It says it's great for all skin types, but it controls oil, but it also doesn't dehydrate your skin apparently. So on the Sephora thing where they say what skin type it's for, it says normal, oily, and combination, and I have more dry skin. By this description saying it controls oil, it does sound like that's more for combo skin to me. But we'll see how it does. It's cruelty-free, gluten-free, talc-free. It doesn't have any kind of synthetic fragrances or anything, which I would expect from a skincare brand like Sunday Riley. So I'm gonna insert swatches right here so you can see how the shade 110 compares to some of my other foundations. All right, we've got some swatches here. So right here's the Sunday Riley Influencer Foundation in the shade 110. This is supposed to have pink undertones. To me, it looks like a little bit more peachy undertones rather than pink. Here's the NARS Sheer Glow in Siberia, NARS Ultra Radiant Foundation in Mont Blanc, CYO Life Proof in 101, Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo in Linen, and Dermacol 208. So if you're excited for this video and you enjoy Foundation Fridays, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can join the Bearito family and subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Let's see how this Sunday Riley, the Influencer Foundation applies and wears throughout the day. Okay, so it is, what time it says, 8:44 in the morning. I really like the box of this. It looks very sleek and fancy. So it's supposed to be medium to full coverage, satin matte finish. Hoping I picked the right shade. I don't know if I should have gone with 120 because of the more neutral undertones, but we'll see. Squeeze tube packaging with a pump. Kind of reminds me of the Cosmetics CC cream kind of packaging. So let's start out with a brush on this side of my face, and then I'm gonna do a sponge like usual. Uh-oh, this shade might be too light. That does not look very pink in undertone. So it does have a bit of a drag to it blending it out. It's not like gliding over my skin or anything. That shade actually is pretty close looking at my neck. I have a feeling this is one that's going to be going on a lot better with a sponge. Oh yeah, that's not looking good on my forehead. Looks pretty textured on my forehead. I'm going to smooth it over right away with a sponge. This is just damp, nothing on it. It's looking very matte. I don't think I would call this satin matte. It just looks like straight up matte. It looks kind of just like medium coverage, and I can see it sitting on my skin a bit. But let's see how it does going on with a sponge. Why is it like 85 degrees in this room right now? So I can still see a lot coming through with the sponge. Basically just tone down my redness. To me, this doesn't feel particularly lightweight or anything. Did it say this was supposed to be buildable? Lightweight and easily buildable, medium to full coverage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like it's super lightweight. Huh, to the touch, it actually feels kind of like a lotion? Weird. Doesn't look like that. Right now, I don't not like it, but I also don't like it. Smooth over with the sponge, it looks a lot better. Doesn't look bad. I'm gonna try and build it up since it is supposed to be buildable. I wanna see if I can cover this stuff over here, and then probably on this side too. I have used quite a bit at this point. I'm trying to build it up with the sponge since I do like the finish of the sponge a lot better with this. I don't think that's building a whole lot. Yeah, I don't think I would call that buildable. I definitely don't think you can get this up to full coverage. Might look like it on camera to you guys, but in real life I can still see freckles and redness and stuff coming through on both sides. Okay, I need a fan in here. I don't know why it's all of a sudden a sauna. Shade I like, finish is okay. I feel like this might be one that kind of warms up to my skin throughout the day because it does have that like, it feels oddly moisturizing to the touch. I don't think I would be able to just blend powder products on top of here since it does feel pretty like slippery and it is transferring. So I'm going to set just this part of my face. Definitely not going to set my forehead with this one, especially since it's targeted more for like combo oily skin. We'll see how it does with the rest of my makeup on, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Right now it's 8:55. Am I recording? We're in business. So it's 9:36 now, but the check-in time is 9 o'clock since that's when I finished up with my face. I did set just this area with powder because like I said, it did feel like it was kind of slippery. So I definitely feel like you need to set this one if you're going to be putting any kind of product on top of it. I looked out in natural lighting and I feel like it looks much more flattering in natural lighting. So I'm going to include a clip right here. So here's the foundation. Oh, let's back up. Here's the foundation in natural light. Can this hair chill? Overall, I think looks really nice. The forehead, I feel still like it's making my forehead look a little bit dry slash a little bit old. It's like kind of, yeah, it's just a little bit dry looking up here. But overall, I think it looks pretty nice. Zoom out and do a flash test. By the way, on the days that I do these reviews, I'm not putting on an SPF in the morning just so it doesn't alter the flash test, but normally I will underneath makeup. Wow, it looks hella smooth on flash. It looks very flattering on the skin, but it does have a little bit of flashback. It looks about 2 shades lighter than my neck does in the photo. In this lighting, for me, it makes my forehead look a little bit dry and a little bit old. It actually looks good right on the center, but up here on some dryness, it definitely isn't looking the best. I feel like this feels totally different now. Now it feels more lightweight. When I first put it on, it felt pretty heavy to me, and now I don't feel like I have a whole lot on my face, and I feel like it looks a lot better too. It's almost like melting in a little bit and kind of softening. It has almost a, I would say it's a soft focus matte finish. It does look a little bit blurring almost, which if I'm wearing a matte foundation, that's what I'll go for. So right now I'm liking it. It's growing on me. We'll see how it does throughout the day. But right now for a medium coverage matte foundation, so far so good. The makeup on the rest of my face, I used this Maybelline Fit Me powder in 310 as a bronzer. And then for blush, I used the MAC Patrick Star I'm Not Blushing. And I love this blush. I've been using this a lot. It has a really pretty glow to it. This shade is too dark for me, but this shade is really pretty as a blush. It's super pigmented, so you just need a tiny bit. And then for a highlight, I used the Anastasia Amrezy highlight, which I've talked about before, but this one, I use a really light hand with this because that's the kind of look I like, but you can make this very intense, but this is with a light hand. This I feel like is pretty universal. I've seen this work on a lot of different skin tones, so that rocks. My lips, I use the Sephora liquid lipstick in the shade 33. And then eyes, this is the first time I've like officially tried out this palette. I think I used the black in a different video, but I haven't tried any of the other shades. This is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and oh man, the shade Sienna is so beautiful. This is what's in my, well, pretty much all over, but Sienna was like a super pretty, rich brick brown. This is like the Modern Renaissance formula. She's back, and I think that's everything. My usual mascaras, which are down below. I feel like I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? So check-in time is 9 o'clock. I'll see you guys in a few hours in natural lighting for the next check-in. So it's now 1:05, so it's been on for 4 hours. And I have been looking at my face, and I really like how here down looks. It's just my forehead. It basically has been rubbing off up here, and I've had my hair like clipped back, so my hair hasn't even been touching my forehead really. I just took it down for this. It has totally kind of rubbed off on my forehead, and it's also looking even drier up there. Hopefully it's picking up, but it's basically just rubbed off up here, which is really weird. I didn't work out or anything. I haven't been doing anything strenuous, so it definitely should be staying on. I just ran a couple errands. And then right here, it looks like I'm starting to crease. So I am getting a few lines right there. So I definitely don't like how it looks on my forehead at all. But on the rest of my face, I feel like it looks pretty good. Let's see if there's any creasing. Getting my usual, I've just been getting like settling right there. My upper lip looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it's creasing too bad. Looks good around my nose. Definitely looks like a soft matte kind of finish. I like how it looks here down. It's just my forehead. I'm probably gonna look totally different in the last check-in because I'm about to film a second video right now, and I'm gonna like change my shirt, change my lipstick, put my hair up, video tricks. I'm really tempted to like touch up my forehead right here. I almost want to because we already know, I mean, it's not like it's gonna reappear right there throughout the day since it's already rubbed off. So maybe we will and just see if it's kind of buildable. Going back in this room. Okay, let's see. I've never filmed with this camera right here, but see, oh, that's actually like perfect height. Look at that. Okay, I'm just putting a dab, like a tiny pea size amount, and I'm just gonna go over right by my hairline. I'm not gonna touch the center of my forehead or anything, but since this is already rubbed off, there we go. Looking much better now. We'll see how this does throughout the day for the rest of the night. I'm gonna do some wardrobe switching and lipstick switching, film a second video, and I'll see you guys at the end of the night. Okay, so it's now the end of the night. I feel like why does the lighting look hella weird right here? 7 o'clock, so it's been on for 10 hours right now. I still feel like this part of my face looks good. It's just gotten a little bit too dry looking for me. I don't think it looks bad by any means. Like, there have been foundations that have looked 50 billion times worse on my skin. I think it looks pretty good if you were just looking at my face as like, you know, a person staring at someone's face. Not hardcore judging a foundation. I think overall it still looks nice. Like, it doesn't look bad enough to the point where I don't think I would wear it again. But also I feel like the shade, I don't know, it looked like it matched earlier. Now I almost feel like it's like a half a shade too either pink or light, one or the other. The undertone is a little bit off. So I think it's picking up. You can just see it's kind of clinging on to my dryness up here, and I don't like how it looks right there. And in the spots that I touched up, again, it just looks pretty dry. So overall, things I don't like, just how easily it comes off and just the kind of lotiony feel. Like, I feel like it's just gonna slip off your face if you don't set it. And like I said, I didn't even touch up here and my hair wasn't really even touching up there, and it like totally rubbed off. So if you're looking for something that's gonna really stay on and be like transfer proof and everything, wouldn't get this one. The overall look of it for a more matte foundation doesn't look bad. I don't think I like it quite enough to where I would reach for it over other foundations, but it looks nice. I don't think there's anything like particularly bad about it. I do like how somehow throughout the day it's actually felt more lightweight. Maybe because it's coming off my face. If you just want something that's matte but kind of natural looking, then this one might be worth giving a go. If you guys have tried this foundation, like usual, comment down below your skin type and what you thought of it and how it worked for you. Don't forget, LA meetup is tomorrow. Details are down below in the description box. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.